How to be a good hamster owner, for kids. Do you love your cute little ball of fur called a hamster? Or want to get your own and you want to be a great hamster owner? Start with step 1 below for the basics, and please look into purchasing your hamster from an animal rescue organization or shelter before going to a pet shop. Steps 1. Buy or acquire the accessories you need. Buy a cage that has a minimum of 360 into of floor space, hamster food, bedding that is safe, no pine or cedar shavings, a water bottle, hamster size bowls, toys for your pet, a hidey house, wooden chews, treats, optional, a wheel with a flat base such as a silent spinner, no wire wheels, and a nesting material. This is cozy for your hamster to sleep in, no cotton or fluff, toilet tissue works best. 2. Prepare the cage. Before you bring your hamster home, set up its cage. Start by put the bedding in the cage, fill the whole cage at least 3 centimeters high so your hamster can burrow. Then, fill the hamster's food dish and water bottle. 3. Place your hamster carefully inside the cage. Leave your hamster alone to let it get used to its surroundings. Don't disturb your hamster, just fill food and water once a day and you can try to pet them and hold them 2-3 days after you bring them home. Your hamster is nocturnal, so it will be active at night. 4. Feed your hamster. Change your hamster's food and bottle every day. Check frequently how much it is eating. Buy hamster food at your local pet store. Make sure it is for hamsters. Never feed your hamster people food, especially not chocolate or sweet foods. Feeding your hamster fruits and veggies is okay, but don't feed them citrus fruits or raisins, as this sticks to their cheek pouches. Before trying a new fruit, look it up online to make sure it is okay for hamsters. You can feed hamsters yogurt drops, seeds, and other various things as treats, but also make sure that it is safe for them. You wouldn't want to hurt your sweet hamster. 5. Learn how to handle your hamster. Hamsters are different than most pets. They can be skittish and may bite if frightened. Before petting or carrying your hamster, make sure you wash your hands. If you are handling them for the first time, make sure you are supervised. Be silent or very quiet when approaching your hamster or they may get scared. When you are picking your hamster up, talk to them in a whisper voice. Image, be a good hamster owner, for kids, Step 5. JPG Center. Gently cup your hands around the hamster, so it is confined but safe. Try hand feeding it. Gently stroke it on the top of its head. If you want, you can buy a hamster ball for your pet. You will enjoy your hamster's antics. 6. When you are done handling your hamster, place it carefully in its cage and close the door. Always make sure you close the door or your hamster could escape. 7. Groom your hamster. Hamsters are unlike other pets, they groom themselves. Just like cats, hamsters lick themselves to stay clean and your hamster won't need you to groom it. If you ever notice that your hamster has crazy hair, you can get a new toothbrush that has never been used and gently brush your hamster's fur. You can also place a small container like a sandwich container in the cage and put animal-safe sand in the container. Your hamster should go into the container and bathe in the sand. If you notice that your hamster eats some of the sand, remove the container and all the sand because the sand could make your hamster's tummy hurt. Step 7. JPG Center. 8. Clean out your hamster's cage. A hamster's cage needs to be cleaned every week. Put your hamster in a hamster ball or container where it can't climb out. Read the cage's directions for cleaning it. Place fresh, soft bedding in the cage and change the food and water. If you are going to clean your hamster's cage, leave your hamster indoors with someone like one of your parents watching it. When you are done, put your hamster back inside the cage and close the door tightly. 9. Realize that hamsters don't live very long. If your hamster gets sick, there is not much you can do. Taking it to a veterinarian can be more expensive than taking other pets. If you can't afford it, make your hamster as comfortable as you can. Never apply or give it any medication not specifically designed for hamsters. 10. Do not buy your hamster a companion. Syrian hamsters and Chinese hamsters must be alone. Dwarf hamsters can be housed with a companion, however they should be litter mates, therefore making it impossible for you to buy one when you've already had your hamster a while. Tips. Look online or consult your pet shop attendants for advice. Go to the vet for any situations that are questionable. If you don't wash your hands before handling a hamster, it may bite you. There are many good blogs and forums to go to ask questions and get tips on hamster care. Keep a calendar in the room you have your hamster in and mark when to clean the cage and change the food and water. If you are hand feeding your hamster, make sure your hand doesn't smell like food or they could mistake it for food and bite you. Although hamsters normally live up to 2 or 3 years, with the amazing care they could live for 4, 5, even 6 years. Always leave the hamster 24 hours at minimum before handling. When your hamster is sleeping, do not mess with it. Hamsters usually get angry when you wake them up and try to pick them up right away, they could bite you. You don't need to clean hamster cage every week. http hamsterhideout.com forum topic 71557 How often do you clean the entire hamster cage? Warnings. If you have a cat or dog, or even another rodent, keep it away from the hamster since they are very delicate animals and can become frightened very easily. Also, your other pet may try to injure the hamster. Hamsters sadly only live to be 2, 3 years old, but some can live to be 5. Do not use cedar or pine shavings for hamsters. The best beddings are Carefresh, Carefresh Ultra and Aspen shavings, which are all completely safe.